So, first, thanks for coming and
Sure.
answering positively to my message.
No problem.
Oh, it's been a long time since we don't talk, right?
It does.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's okay. It's going well.
New job,
Yeah, yeah.
family.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, it's going very well, actually.
Yeah.
I have my own department. I'm running it and doing more or less the same job as before.
Mhm.
Within a company, but it's going well.
Mhm.
We're growing and the
I've
family
heard,
is good.
I've heard that you're traveling a lot.
I am traveling, yes, yes. It's very exciting actually.
Mm.
I mean, we go to new places because the market here has been up and down
Mhm.
and yeah, yeah. No, it's going well.
How's the
Cannot complain.
family about that? Because
I would like to say that
we
she
both
sounds...
know your wife, right?
Yeah,
She-
exactly.
She must be not very happy with that, right?
I would like to say that she sends her regards, but she doesn't.
Mhm. Yeah.
Tell me, why
Not
are we here?
ideal. Not ideal.
What do you want to discuss?
So, yeah, we all know the lawsuits we are.
Sorry.
The lawsuits we have, and we have our lawyers just told us that there are good perspectives of having them solved in
Mhm.
the short term.
Mm-hmm.
They are starting the hearings and so on. And the perspectives, as far as our lawyers told us,
Mm-hmm.
are kind of positive for us.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one thing, but it's obvious, even though the perspectives are positive, it's obvious, and you have been to our board meetings. Waiting is very painful for both sides,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that John is more I don't know, he's more not that calm, and sometimes he is more, his temper
Mhm.
is more aggressive. But myself, I managed to talk to him, and we really wanted to talk to you and to assess the possibility of having this solved as a grown man,
Mhm.
as we all are, and given all this friendship that took us so far and created the PrimeGeo, we are all proud of. Even though the times now are difficult and waiting is not ideal for the company, and is not ideal for you because you're not receiving any money, we're not distributing dividends. You are, although you say you're really happy, I would bet that this low cost and low quality focus of your new company is not ideal for you.
I mean, it depends on what you care about. I prefer to be there than with people backstabbing me. What do you think?
I
Anyways,
think
let's not talk about the past. Why is it better to accelerate the process? I don't understand. For me, it's fine. I mean, I'm waiting, and the courts will take place whenever they do, and we will all collect our money hopefully.
Mm.
What
And
is it
you
that makes
you
it-
are willing to risk not having a positive outcome from the
No, but the outcome,
lawsuits.
the outcome is for everyone. No, we're all in the same boat. I have the same share of the same pie, so we either all get a good outcome or not. Isn't it how it works?
No, the lawsuits we have is either the court decides we have to pay you, or the court decides that given all the harm you caused, they might interpret like that. The harm you caused to the company, and as we have not distributed dividends since you left, that you have nothing to receive, and that
So
your
you-
claims are not fair.
So you call me after a few years to threaten me?
No, I'm not threatening
maybe
you.
I should go.
I'm not threatening you. I'm not
maybe,
threatening you.
Maybe my wife was right after all. I shouldn't have come in the first place.
you are saying that, and maybe John was right, and maybe
But
we shouldn't
what are
talk.
we here to do? You're here to threaten me and to tell me that you want things to go fast. These two things will not go with each
No,
other.
no, no. I think I actually, I must be honest. I of course I miss the good years of our partnership, and I'm being really really honest to
Mhm.
remember all our dreams for the
Mhm.
for the company and how successful
Mhm.
we were, and then the context led us to a difficult context that we could not
Mhm.
face
Mhm.
in a adult way, I guess,
Mhm.
and maybe you agree with me. So my perspective, and I've heard that you were not really happy in your new job. Maybe it's not true, but in case it's true, I really wanted to assess ways
Mhm.
to have our collaboration again
Mhm.
in some ways. If
So, since we're here, tell me, what are you thinking?
um, I would honestly like to have you back with us, working with us. Of course, the unit is working really, really well. You managed to train our staff, so they are doing great. You must be proud of them.
Although the numbers that you're fudging don't show that, huh?
No, you know how the market is today. We managed to expand to new locations. We have new business. We have lots of work to do in terms of profitability, but we have some good perspectives in terms of revenues and new contracts.
Mhm.
And what I was saying is that your team, the guys you trained, managed to keep this to be in the cutting edge and to be always in front in terms of publishing papers, in terms of the technology. So that's why I said you must be proud of them.
Mhm.
So, but it's obvious that you would be a great contribution, and you are the soul of the company, of the technical area at least.
Mhm.
And it would be very good to have you on board and to have you helping us to overcome and to get back to our profitability levels, as the revenues are. We have good perspectives
Mhm.
on it. So yeah, so this is my my main proposal. Of course, that given all our effort, and in order to avoid future conflicts
Mhm.
that we know that kind of ruined our relationship in the past, and all the effort John and myself put in the company. We think it would be. We have a proposal. If you would keep 1/3 of the dividend distribution, and we have good perspectives as we project a ramp up in the revenues, and so our proposal would be you would keep 1/3 of the profit dividend sharing, but we would like to have 20% of your part of the company, having you on board, so aligned with the objectives of having the company performing well. But in terms of ownership, I think we both, John and myself, we needed a bit more of degrees of freedom for, and I think it would improve as well our relationship, because we would not have this friction that has been eroding our relationship between the two of us and you. So this would be mainly our proposal, because you never liked the management part. You would keep your share in terms of the performance of the company, and you will be doing what you always liked with your company, with your R&D team, publishing your papers, and you didn't have to be in your low cost, low quality company. Come on, that we all know that it's not your DNA. So this would be our proposal. John finally accepted, so he gave me all the freedom to make a deal with you, and he would be very happy with whatever outcome we managed to achieve. So from John's side, you must be more than relaxed.
So why do you need the control?
Why do I need
Control of the company. What are you planning?
We don't have, the last 4 years, we struggled to do some reforms that we found they would have an importance at some point. Because to face all these fluctuations in the industry, we think it was not the most, practical and responsive way to the market to always go to you in your annual meetings, having every time the same discussions, talking about the past, making the laundry of our misalignments. So I think it would improve both the company's performance and responsiveness to future changes in the market, because we would have more degrees of freedom. You would keep a share. You would keep the profits.
So initially we were meeting once a year, which was a problem for decision making. If I am back now with you, assuming, and we're there every day, there won't be an issue for decision making. So you can actually make the decisions together without letting go of an equity share.
But then we would be back to a formula that we couldn't notice that does not happen. So that does not work,
but
right?
It's either that you trust me or you don't trust me. You cannot bring me on board and take off all my powers and tell me that you don't trust me. We can agree on certain roles within the company if this is what you're looking at, and if you want me to be managing more on the technical side, I'm happy to do it. But to give out my shares and lose control and come back to a company where obviously there's a lack of trust, I don't have any incentive to do it, honestly. Unless you are willing to pay the fair price for the shares, which is not the numbers I'm getting in the meeting. So if you want to pay what the company is really worth, we can discuss. But again, if you want to save money on the company, we can agree that on how the responsibilities will be distributed, and we keep the control, and I come back on board as a partner, and we take the decisions together. So here you are telling me come back, but we don't trust you. This doesn't.
It's not. Of course, we trust you. I think we.
Not enough.
No. Your technical skills are more than known. Even though you didn't manage to get the right job for you in the market, but I think your reputation will be back in a minute if you would be back with us, and it's your company after all. I think in terms of management and managing everyday life in the company, we have our recent history, and we know that it didn't work. So why to force it again? Why to make the same errors? It's obvious that we trust you. We want you back to do what you know best. But I think it's clear that after all these happenings, that having the three of us managing the company every day, it won't work, and it won't defocus you from the job you want. And
No, I understand, but managing and shares are two different things. As you know, in most companies, shareholders are not the managers. People own shares and they
Mhm.
vote on the big decisions that the company has to do, which have to do with its big strategy. And the day-to-day management usually is another team. So if we are talking about management is something, and buying 20% of my shares is something
No,
else.
but you were talking about managing the roles inside the company, so
Yeah. So if you are looking to manage the company, the two of you, like it was before, and I have my clear role with my freedoms and within the technical space, I might be open to that. However, the shares component, I don't see the relationship between the two. If we have clear roles for day-to-day operations and you are taking over the management, and I bring my expertise and my credibility on board, we can do that. But the shares is things that are like useful to vote every few months on big decisions. I want to be involved in this. These are two different things. I will not come
We
to
are
a
not-
company
we are
without
not-
any powers.
maybe I was not clear, but
Mm.
our proposal is not to have all your shares.
No,
We'd
but,
like-
but we know how the shares work, and there are percentages that make things happen. And you're looking to get 80%, which is all
We
the
were
power,
proposing
right?
actually a bit more, right?
Mm.
10% in addition for both of us, John and myself.
Yeah,
Because
I understand, but the idea is that I want to stay in I want to have input into the strategy of the company, and this comes with shares. So I'm very open to the.
No, you come
the
on. You
roles
know
as-
that your current inputs are really limited, right? You have the right to impede some stuff, but your space to propose
Mhm.
any strategic move, we all know that it is limited. So we are here willing to make a proposal that would have you back doing what you like,
Mhm.
with not traveling so much,
But I know that you
with
know,
a salary aligned with the management, and we have a cap because all this
How much are
restructuring.
you offering for the company? How
uh,
much do you think the company is worth today?
our valuation, and given all this decrease and decline in the market
Mhm.
in the last 4 years, our most accurate valuation points to 2.9, and I can show you the for 100% of the company. So
0.9 million.
2.9.
2.9 million. Okay.
2.9 million. And I'm fully aligned with these numbers.
Okay.
Although the assumptions, even some of the assumptions are here founded in our capacity to revamp revenues. We think we can manage to do that because we expanded. We expanded to emerging markets, but it's still not certain. So I think it's quite a
Excellent.
positive view, not a realistic, but a positive view on the outcome, on the future performance.
Excellent. And the salary that you are looking to offer?
So here, I do not have lots of degrees of freedom, because we kept a couple of months ago we reduced everyone's salaries, and we kept management and directors salary to 10K, so it would be your salary as well.
Okay.
10K per month. We think as we reduce the staff, as we reduce the salaries, we think we had to be an example for everyone, so we kept our salaries.
Excellent.
As well,
So I can see that the company is struggling, and I'm actually a little bit happy about that. And I'll see you on court.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
we're not gonna